Okay.
I think I'm. Yeah, you can go get a drink if you want. Don't worry.
Okay. And but you're recording it on me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I gotta hang up on the phone for you too. So here you go.
But we only have 40 minutes.
Okay, yeah. And then pour it. Quickly putting some cream in here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, honestly, like 40 minutes should be good. I actually didn't even mind the 20-minute one. That's was kind of nice too. I
Yeah.
just wish I was more organized because I thought I would be, but you know how like the morning kind of gets away from you and
Well, we can figure out a time and all of that that works better.
no,
Also,
it works now, it's just life. I had to go to the bank to renew the mortgage and stuff. So, but of course, you go to the bank and then their computers aren't working.
oh
So she
no.
had to like reboot it and like yada yada technology fun. Uh yeah, so that took a little bit longer and then I have a baby shower this weekend and
What?
Matthew.
Congratulations to whoever's baby it is.
Yeah, my friend Becca, she's yeah, having a baby boy. She has three girls. So very excited for her too. Yeah, and then Max has two birthday parties this weekend, and Mary has
What?
one birthday party. So it just is turning out to be a little bit more busier than I expected. That's all.
That
And then I have
that
to
sounds
work.
that sounds like a full weekend.
Yeah, especially,
That's
and
a
then
lot
I
of
have to,
parties.
that's a lot of parties, and then I have to work 12 and a half hour night shifts to this weekend too.
Just just casually throw that out there, eh? That's all.
Yeah, the life as well. So yeah, just trying to get everything done between these hours.
Oh, I hope that you get that all done. Yeah, it sounds like a fun but full weekend. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least Rob's there to help with the workload anyway. He's can't really
yeah,
go to
but
the baby shower, but at least for the birthday parties, he can help me tote the kids around before I go to
yeah,
work.
and he can't really
So
go to work for you. I don't think. I know he's pretty
oh, I wish
awesome,
he
but I
could.
don't think he
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't take nuclear physics like I did.
Oh, come on, Rob, take that up on your free time.
Yeah. Some rocket science, why not? Oh, I see what you have there.
Yeah, so I have the like new book and I was about to go and like print them off, but then I noticed that there were some like spelling mistakes on. So I'll have
Oh
to
no. Okay.
yeah, so I'll send those to you
Yeah. Okay.
because like when Jason transforms into a beaver, it should be beaver.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know what a bever looks like, but we we could draw a mustache on the beaver and
Yeah.
this is a bever.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a look at them and I'll send all three at the same time and then get them
Perfect.
ready. But
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
I just got a delivery on yours actually. I haven't even checked it out yet.
what do you mean you got a delivery? Oh, yeah, yeah, on the new one.
Yeah, on your one, I had to get some revisions done too, so we'll see how that is. Um, I might not be able to
So what Candace is talking about for the people who are listening, how we made a book for Candace and
build
her
in a
building
house.
and building a
Yeah,
house. We're now
yeah,
making a book about Jay and his journey with photography.
yeah, and it seems like a really cool one. You know what? This oh, what am I doing? I don't even know. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna send this to you, and then
Cool.
maybe you could show it on your. Okay, no, it failed to send to you.
We'll show it
uh,
next time. We'll
I don't know if you can see the job like of taking away. Oh
no,
no,
no, that
you can't do
you
it. Oh wow.
you vanished when you did that. Um, so if you scroll to the bottom, there should be something that says like share screen.
Oh, okay. I am gonna try and just send this to you on email. That's what we'll do.
If it's a big file, maybe we transfer.
I think it's just that I'm gonna try and, well, you know what, it might be a big file. I was gonna try and send you just the uh front page here.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, mail drop.
You could actually potentially even send it in this chat.
Look at us trying learning technology. Actually, you know what, mail drop. I think I just might have sent it. Let me know if you get an email from me, because I think it might have worked out that way.
Okay.
But yeah. So if you don't, then you know what? I'll send it to you later and we can talk about it next time.
Yeah. So I'm
But yeah,
working on
so
a
hopefully
what?
go ahead. You're working on something?
I'm working on a cool like so I recently just went to like South Africa.
Yeah,
Um
that's so cool.
and so now I'm working on this presentation for this group because they want me to do a presentation on my trip to South Africa and like my experience tracking cheetahs and like the leopards I saw and like saving the penguin. Like it's going to be such a cool experience, like to share it. And then also like I also have my videos on my YouTube. Like it'll be pretty cool to like engage this audience with it. And I hope that it leads to more presentations about all the experiences that I
Oh, I
had.
bet it will. I mean, you're such an engaging uh presentation giver. So who are you going to be doing this for? I saw that you were doing some for, was it a retirement home, or did I just
No, yeah.
tag you in one?
So there was one for a retirement home. That was like that's my first like big presentation. Like I'll create presentations on like my experiences and things or animals that a certain group's like interested in. But I have
Yeah.
sort of like two like main go-to ones. So like there's one called the like intro to world wildlife where like I take people on a trip around the world and we set
Mm-hmm.
foot on like most of the continents, looking at some different and cool animals.
That's where you bring like your turtle shell, or you bring Sandy along with you, or
So I bring bones along with me and then I'll bring like some other things with me for like people to touch, but I don't not no one's ever like forced to touch anything, but I'll bring them to like display so that if you want to touch stuff you can.
yeah. Well, I mean, usually, you know what, I don't go around touching birds at all because am afraid of like getting
Well,
bitten by birds, which is so weird because you think like a beak, but honestly, I just
beaks are sharp.
they
Honestly,
are
like
sharp.
you shouldn't actually like if someone has a taxidermied animal, you shouldn't actually touch it because it actually costs a lot to get an animal taxidermied. And when you
Okay, I didn't
touch
know
it, you
that.
actually like damage it.
Okay, good. No, I'll jot that down as don't touch it. But you know what? I think if I was ever going to touch a bird, it would probably be a dead bird.
Yeah.
Because
So
I am afraid of getting pecked for some reason. I don't know. I think it's like those parrots, you know, those parrots with like those really sharp beaks. I'm afraid that they're gonna like bite my finger off. So, um,
so I actually because I totally agree and understand your fear, but I'm probably the other side and I'm silly and I'm like I'm gonna try certain things. So like I actually went and like got like falconry gloves so that I can actually like potentially hold birds and stuff because I sometimes get called to
falcon
like save
gloves.
animals and like
Yeah.
I want to be safe like when I save the penguin like I wish I had gloves on like I had to use this like hoodie to like grab the penguin like I'm terrified
Where
that
did
the
you
beaks
get
are gonna
falcon gloves? Like, where would you even go to like, did you just Google falcon gloves and like
they're so the reason I got them is because I went to this falconry like place and I actually got to fly an owl. Like
oh
I
wow.
was like it came to like my hand and like you do a motion and then the owl will come and like lands right in
Oh
like your
wow.
face. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Like he had it flying over people's heads and stuff. Like there are hawks and owls there and like I was super excited to get to fly them. I got
Hmm.
to fly two different species, if I'm not mistaken, and got to be up at close and personal with them. It's not the same as seeing it in the wild, but it's still a pretty cool
So
experience.
Can you elaborate more on what falcons like? They're a bird of prey, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What does that exactly mean? Because I know me at work, um, we have a lot of seagulls around. We have a lot of Canadian geese. We have a lot of like birds within the protective area of the nuclear plant,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it causes some problems. So they do bring in a falcon from now and then to scare off some of the birds. But like, why? How does that happen? Like, how do they scare? How does one bird scare off like
Because
a lot of birds?
so
I
it's
don't.
so the it's called falconry. Like, so that's like the
Okay.
person who, and so he doesn't just bring a falcon, it's sometimes a hawk, or depending where it is, it could be a falcon, it could be an eagle,
Oh,
it could even be an owl. Like, that's what they travel around with. Like, but in the case of what you're talking about, he's probably bringing a hawk, and like that hawk will basically, what it does is it flies around and it tries to like eat the geese that are there, and then the geese are like, whoa, something's in the area that might eat me, I don't want to hang out here.
but like the
But then they
hawk
come
doesn't
back like 10
seem
minutes later.
extremely big, considering like they're around the same size of like a seagull or a geese. Like it's insane that
Yeah, but they have really sharp claws and really sharp beaks, and like
definitely a bird
geese
that I would
and
not want to touch, I'm
yeah, like
guessing.
yeah, geese and seagulls have like flat, like they still have beaks, but like, and
Mhm.
their feet are sort of flat, like they walk like this, but like these ones have like literally like their claws are the size of my hands, like, and they come and they just
Wow.
grab you and rip your face off. Well, not your
Okay.
face, but like a seagull's face.
Well, hopefully never my face, but I will
Yeah.
definitely be a little bit more cautious when they do bring the hawks or the falcons in for the day of bird scaring because I will probably take a different route
Yeah.
and not walk past the guy who's doing his thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, they're pretty well, like, again, they are wild animals, and like sometimes they don't fully listen, but like it is a pretty cool experience if you get to like watch the way that they can control them, and like
Ah.
it's was honestly like getting to like fly an owl was a very cool experience for me.
And so an owl, um, does it have a like big claws like a hawk or like a falcon does, like really
Yeah.
big, eh? And see,
Hold
like
on.
if I,
Let's
yeah, there you
what
go.
let's
So you probably
see.
get asked these questions, and this is probably what you do in your presentation is
Okay, give me a second.
woo.
Yeah.
I
Enjoy the roof. The roof is really exciting, but I gotta move the whole computer closer.
feel like we're on the natural safari right here. We're in Georgia's jungle.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I see a little bit.
I don't know if it does it justice, but like that's
Well, when
it's
you like lift up the fur or like other, is that fur? Or that's feathers.
adds kind of like a tuft of fur,
Okay.
I would say. But yeah, like those claws are pretty large.
Yeah.
Well, at least I
Hmm.
think they're pretty large. And like they're razor sharp. Like they want to rip your face off. Well, not yeah, again, not your face, but
Well, maybe if I piss it off, I
yeah,
guess. Maybe my
yeah.
face.
So that's why you shouldn't, like, I can honestly, like, I was recently, actually, after this um video, I'm gonna go kayaking on Jack's Lake and hopefully see a bald eagle and some otters, and like there's a nesting pair that comes there some years, and like the claws on those things have to be probably like 3 inches, like
Wow.
like 3 honest inches. Like the owl ones are probably like 2 inches.
Yeah.
And then you throw like that, they have like three, so they're grabbing it with like three sharp claws. Like it's amazing to like see the power. Like I would love to actually be in the water as, or on the water kayaking as the bald eagle caught something.
Yeah, that would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Are you going canoeing, kayaking with
Um,
anybody else, or just by
I'm not a
yourself?
big fan of canoeing because I don't want to.
Took the boat?
Yeah, I don't want to like rely on somebody else,
Oh, okay.
right? Because if they twitch and I twitch the opposite way, then my gear goes in the water. So I'd rather put all the responsibility on like my boat and my tippiness. Like if I tip it, then like that's on me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you had to buy the gear, so you're more up to take care of it.
exactly. And like they might be like something might happen and they're just excited and they go look at something, but it's like it's not their fault that they moved and then I move like in response to them. And because like I'm not a light person, like when I move, the boat moves. So then it might tip them and they move and like yeah, it's risk reward isn't worth it.
So you've been on a few different excursions lately. I think I've liked a few of your photos. Uh,
I have been on a few,
are
which
you are you going to the same place? Because I know that I saw that you were kayaking. I didn't know like difference between really kayaking or canoeing, but I think kayaking. So where were
I'm
you
always kayaking, like
kayaking?
95% of the time. So the difference between canoeing and kayaking is so canoe will have like you'll have one hand on the top and then you'll have one like fin or paddle in the water. Where
Okay.
kayaking you have the pole in your hand and there's two paddles on either side. And so it's one person that controls which
Yeah.
way you go. Canoeing has two people. But you
Yeah,
can do it solo.
and at least with like the kayak, since there's like both sides and you can probably like rest it a little bit easier and take pictures where
Exactly.
yeah, probably easier that way.
So, but what so sorry, yeah, I was just trying to explain that, but what experience did you see that you were talking about?
Well, the latest one, I don't really like you go on so many different adventures that
So
it's hard to keep them straight. But I mean, you're always in Algonquin, so I'm
yeah,
guessing it was Algonquin, maybe.
so it depends on which one you're talking about, but like I just actually posted a video about like two sandhill cranes.
Yes, that was
Yes.
it. And they were mating.
Yeah, so like they technically shouldn't really be mating because like it's not mating season.
Yeah, it's late in the season.
So
If they have
I
eggs, then they could freeze, right?
exactly. So I have a feeling that he was just practicing the dance with I don't speak Sandhill Crane, so I don't really
So
know, but I
did
think
you recognize that dance when you were out there, or did you have
yes.
to go back and like Google it and be like, what
No.
were they doing? Okay.
I knew because I've seen them doing that dance in the fields. Like there's some fields around. So that video was taken in Wasaga Beach on Jack's Lake.
Okay.
And there's actually more cool videos that I make on my YouTube video about the animals on Jack's Lake that I
Is
share
that
on
your
my YouTube.
favorite lake to go to? That's
It's my favorite and it's the closest lake, so it's
closest.
also makes it easier, which
Yeah, yeah,
that inconvenient, so that actually adds to it.
yeah.
And there's some cool animals like otters and beavers and bald eagles, and then the migratory birds that show up.
Nice. So your gamble to move to Wasaga from Mississauga worked because now you have Jack's Lake, which seems to be
It,
a big place for wildlife.
yeah, to be honest though, like there were some cool spots in like Mississauga close to where I lived. Like I once saw like 80 deer in like the Credit River area.
80 deer.
I've seen them fighting in Mississauga. I've also seen them reproducing.
A dance?
No, I actually saw Mr. Big Buck jump on top of the the on top of the doe and
Bambi or
yeah, and
Bambi's
try
a
to
guy, I
create
guess.
Bambi. Yeah. But yeah, it's called Making Bucks actually, that
Oh,
picture.
make it bucks.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. So 80 deer in Mississauga. Wow, that must have been interesting.
It was awesome like and then I made a move like I saw like 10 of them and I made a movement and I broke a branch and all of a sudden one of them stomped its foot, and all of a sudden I heard and saw them all moving, and they ran off over like down a valley and vanished from me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was the largest herd of deer I've ever seen in
Yeah, in
Canada
Mississauga, like,
and in
which I mean,
Mississauga.
pretty populated area to have all that deer. That's amazing.
It was
Definitely.
probably like 15 years ago now, but that's still pretty
Yeah,
recent-ish with all the population that's happening there.
exactly. Well, I mean, that's probably just very unexpected to go down. You probably weren't even like expecting to see anything that day. You're just venturing down.
You know
It,
what? I always go out hoping and expecting to see something,
yeah.
but I know that some days I'll see nothing. Don't get me wrong, but I always go out hoping and expecting, like, because Mother Nature is beautiful. Like, it might not be that I'm expecting to see deer that day. Like, I'm hoping to see deer. I'm expecting to see something awesome, and Mother Nature always
Comes through for
makes
you.
that happen. But I know that it might not be what I'm expecting. Like today, after I leave, I'm expecting to have a great day, and I'm hoping to see the river otters so that I can get some underwater footage of them. That's the dream of today.
So, okay, so the river otters, obviously, it's starting to become fall. The temperatures are kind of going down a little bit. Where do they go in the wintertime?
Um,
What do they do?
so that's what I'm trying to figure out. So like I think they just hang out because I've seen them in the winter and on the snow. And like you can see
Okay,
some really cool like slide marks of them. And I'm actually working. That's part of why I'm going after the river otters right now.
doing some
Um,
research.
is to do some research and actually figure out what's going on and what they do. And because I've seen their slide marks, because it's awesome watching a river otter in the wintertime because they go bounce, bounce, slide, bounce, bounce, slide. And like you can see their pattern on their slide mark. And like that's how you know it's a river otter because they love to slide because they're sort of like silly. And like they'll pop their
Oh,
head up and they play and fight. Like I've got video of like three of them swimming together and feeding. Um, like it's so cool.
I
And
think
now
I
I'm just
saw
working on
a
underwater
video
stuff.
of an otter before, and they were kind of swimming on their back, and they had their little baby cub. Is it a cub? I don't even know.
It
Baby
might be,
on its
or a pup, maybe.
on
I'm
their
not sure.
pup. Maybe that sounds good. That
Yeah.
sounds right. Um, on its belly, and they're just like hugging it, like so cute. Have you seen that video?
Well, maybe not that specific video, but I've seen a video of them doing that. So those, if I'm not mistaken, are the sea otters.
Okay, probably.
So sea otters are a little bit bigger than river otters, but I don't live close to salt water, so I get to enjoy the river otters.
But knowing how much you travel, probably not too long away, you'll probably be able to see some sea otters too.
But one day,
How's
yeah.
how's your preparation for going to India? How's that going?
It's going well. I've got this cool fundraiser that we're setting up. It'll probably have happened by the time potentially this
This
video gets released slash this
okay, yeah.
podcast gets released, but we've got some cool items up for auction. Um, thank you personally for donating a couple awesome baskets with all the cool things
Yeah.
that you do.
No
Um,
problem.
and then I have like a Raptors jersey and some cool things that I've also donated and some golf stuff from some other people. So we're going to do a paint night and just have some fun. There'll be some DJing going on, some dancing probably.
Getting
Hopefully
down.
lots of laughter and just a good night, and hopefully we can raise a little bit of money that will help me get closer to going to India, and hopefully Canada and India like figure out what's going on and make peace before that time happens.
Oh, yeah. Do you
But
think that
we're not going
might
to get into
interrupt?
politics, I feel, on
Oh, of
this.
course not.
So
But
I'm just
hopefully you'll be able to like get your visa and do all that
exactly.
stuff. And yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's out of my control, so I can only focus on and worry about what I can control. So I need to get the funding and my passport picture for the visa and stuff like that.
So for this trip, is it like a special date that you have to go? Like, is that like, this is their chance and this is where it's happening? And
Yeah,
you're,
so for this trip, what's happening is I'm going to India for 4 animals and also to do some presentations while I'm over there.
okay.
Um, so the first one is the Indian lion, then there's the leopard, a tiger, and then the snow leopard. And
Wow.
so 3 of the 4 of them you can probably see throughout the year, I'm
Yeah.
assuming, based on the little tiny bit that I know. I feel that you can see those ones throughout the year and I say fairly easily, not like, but it's actually still difficult.
Yeah.
Um, but the snow leopard, the best time to see it is in February. So in February, I'll be going for 25 days to India.
Wow. 25 days. That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's a good trip.
it's going to be a good trip, and I actually ended up saving some money on it by um finding someone to share a room with. So
Oh, good.
basically that split the cost of it, and like I actually don't know the person. I've never met this person before in my life.
Where'd
I've
you
talked I've talked to her for
have
like
make the
3 hours.
connection? Where'd you make the connection? Like, where was that? Is a friend of a friend?
I made a
Friend of,
post on actually uh Facebook being like, "Hey, is anybody like potentially interested in going to India with me and sharing a room?" And then this girl I know was like tagged somebody, and I was like, there were a couple people that got tagged, and then this girl Andrea was like actually serious and interested, and it ends up being my friend's sister. And we
oh,
chatted and we
awesome.
vibed like really well. So,
Yeah.
and then we sort of started talking and was like, "Are you in?" "Yeah, I'm in. I'm in too. Let's go." And she's
That's
into like
awesome.
insect photography. She does awesome work. And we're gonna hopefully work on at least a book together, and we're gonna make some videos while we're there, and we're also gonna stop in on the Taj Mahal last day of the
That's
trip for
awesome.
sunset sunrise.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow. That sounds like an amazing time.
yeah, yeah. We just have to. I got to find some money, so I've been working really hard actually, pulling some side jobs and stuff to get the financing together for that.
Good. Are you almost halfway there?
I'm
Halfway there.
Well, so I had some awesome friends who made some donations. And so I paid for so I had to already make the first like down payment.
Mm-hmm.
And so that down payment has actually been covered by myself and the donations that awesome people I know have given to me generously, whether it was $20, $5, or $100 or whatever sum, it helped me cover the first down payment. The second
That's
down
awesome.
payment is happening in this next month, but I don't know how that works with everything that's going on politically. If maybe that
Yeah.
gets put on pause for a second.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it is something that is there, but I do have a decent portion of that ready. Plus, I have money from this event hopefully coming in. And we
When
have
is
like
this event?
10
When
minutes.
does it when does it start? When does the
October
event start?
17th, it'll happen.
Okay. All right.
And we have 10 minutes left in our meeting before our time is up, just so you know. I don't know if you got a pop up on your screen.
Oh, I did. Yes. I didn't
Okay.
notice it, but I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So
wow. 40 minutes goes by so fast, eh?
it honestly it does. We
Okay. So I need to go in. All right.
It's just so funny. You're like, okay, now I'm ready to say bye. Like
Gotta
yeah. Okay.
move here. Yeah. Yeah, gotta go and yes, pick up the kids and do everything we else have to do to get ready for the party tonight too, for Max's birthday party. So I'll say
Happy
goodbye
birthday,
to
Max.
you. Yeah, well, I was at Max's birthday, but I think this is Mackenzie's birthday he's going to.
No. Well,
So
happy birthday to whoever's birthday he's going to.
to
I hope it's a
Mackenzie.
great year, Mackenzie. And for
Yeah.
everybody, I hope
Shout
it's a
out
great year.
to Mackenzie. Yeah, shout out to Mackenzie.
Shout out to Mackenzie. What up,
What?
Mackenzie? Woo woo.
So anyway, it was good talking to you.
Great
We
talking
will
to you.
talk to you again soon, I hope.
Yeah, until next time, have fun,
Till
stay
next
safe.
time.